Okay, hello testing. How we doing? Welcome back to what is very sadly the last day of the Halloween Craptacular this year. But we're gonna be doing something quite chill today. I thought, in the back of my mind, I was like, I could do something really spooky. We could torture ourselves with more fucking Wallace and Gromit if we really wanted to. But I was like, nah. Now what we'll do is we'll play some PowerWash Simulator because the new map came out. It's free. And quite frankly, if Christmas didn't teach me anything, the worst nightmare of them all is playing PowerWash Simulator for 4 hours straight until 2 in the morning on Christmas Day because you thought it'd be a good idea to do it on Christmas Eve. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. Anyway, let's get into the nightmare. I'm already in the game. I'm already good to go. I'm debating on what music we get going though. That's the only thing that I'm like a bit 50-50 on at the moment. Cause we could get a Shadow at Noon playlist going maybe. No, I don't want Blur Swamp Song. Also, Jez, welcome in. I hope you're doing, Nikki. And I hope you sleep well. Alright, there's a playlist. Stream friendly Nintendo music. Let's just go with that. It's not very Halloween-y, but we're gonna go with this. Right. So you might not be able to hear the game very well. Question mark? I'm stupid. Audio. Okay. I think that'll be okay. I'm just getting all of the sounds, like, I want it to be perfect. That looks pretty good on my end. Maybe not. I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyway, let's have a look around before we start cleaning. So this is the new map. This is a spoopy map. We love a good spoopy map. As you can see, very haunted house, very spooky. Man, I really want to play the Shrek DLC. I know that Ranger, who's part of our stream community, is playing it, or has played a bit of it. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I really want to try, like, I want to try all of them, to be honest, but I think out of the ones we've got at the moment, I definitely want to do the SpongeBob one, the Shrek one, and maybe the Back to the Future one. I think they're the three if I had to pick. I'd want to do them. I've also got an emotional support hot chocolate. So yeah, let's get into it. As a heads up as well, I was feeling a little bit funny earlier today. I'm feeling fine at the moment, but if I have to cool things off early, it might be for the best for me to do that. I'm not gonna torture myself too much today. But yeah, we're gonna have a happy little retrospect more than anything. I guess it's gonna be more of just me rambling for a while. About, I guess, primarily what we've done this Halloween. Honestly, I'm really happy we brought the Halloween Craptacular back. It's the first year I've done it in a while now. I previously attempted to do a Craptacular every single year. And I think I did a light version of the Craptacular in 2020. But it was basically only consisting of like 2 or 3 games. And nowhere near as much effort was put into it. But this year I feel like I was really happy with it. And we also got some... it's the first time I've ever felt confident enough to do like a community-based event. We did a couple in the end. But it's gonna sound really, really weird to say, and feel free to judge me. I find it very hard, even though I know that the people watching are absolutely lovely and they would probably say yes. I find it very anxiety-inducing to be like, hello, members of my community, would you like to be on the stream with me and play games? Because, I don't know, there's something about that that's very, like, it's quite daunting. I'm sure other people will agree. It's like, it's, I don't know the best way to put it, but everyone has been absolutely lovely and so nice about it, and really, really cool and helpful, and I've had such a positive experience with it. I definitely will be doing this again. So, first and foremost, thank you so much to everybody that's taken part in this year's Halloween Craptacular. It has genuinely meant a lot. And next year I hope to be doing even more community-based things. And yeah, just a ton of other bits and bobs. It's gonna be great. I think this is a little bit loud as well. So I'm gonna bring it down to like there. Okay, you can't hear the water sounds anymore, but I think that's probably for the best. And if you can, it's probably very faint, but it's fine. But yeah, so there were a couple of games that didn't make the cut this year, and there's definitely things I want to improve on for next year as well, for how we like go about displaying some of the games, or I think next year I probably want to maybe reach out to a few community members to see if they want to try and run or host their own evenings for things like that. That might be like a fun thing to do. But yeah, ultimately I just want everyone to have a good time. I feel like for the most part I've been really good at that. I think I did a good job. I need to get better at praising myself, because I'm I don't do it enough for my own good probably, but I'm very happy with how it went. But yeah, sorry, I had a full-on ADHD Dave moment. So the games that I missed were Lethal Company. We were initially planning on doing a Lethal Company stream, but it was just, honestly, it was down to I had quite a lot going on IRL, and I didn't really feel like I had enough time to sort of factor in the planning behind something of that size again. I felt like I'd already sort of I committed to the Dead by Daylight one, and I was like, okay, Lethal Company next, and then I just sort of like I fumbled a bit. But I think next year, if Lethal Company is still going, or if we have a Lethal Company adjacent game, I think that would work very well. Maybe even just something like Phasmophobia would be really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like anything like that would be a good time. But what else was there? So there was a third short game that I was planning on doing for when we played Teleforum and Bite Night. I nearly called it Blair Night. That's definitely not the right one. But there was a game called Rental, which is currently on the short game wheel, which is it's just under an hour long. And I was initially assuming if Teleforum didn't take us long, we might have actually had time to do that one as well. But obviously we also had a developer appear in chat that got us to play their lovely game, which was very nice. And yeah, things didn't quite work out the way they were going to, but you know what? It was still a really fun day. It was a fun stream. I had a great time. Where's the grime? Is it over here? Oh, it's here. It's proper grimy. The secret ingredient is grime. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other things now. There's almost certainly some other stuff that I feel like we could be doing next year already. I think one thing I will be doing as well next year, as a full-on, like, me being transparent with everybody, is I think it would be really, really wise for me to, like we did with Luigi's Mansion, I think it's going to be a really good idea for us to maybe look at the list of games we've got currently in the running for voting anyway, and then pluck a couple from there based on how highly they're rated. So let's hypothetically say Alien Isolation, I don't know, this time next year is on the list. It's on one of our many spreadsheets, and it's got like 40 votes or something, right? And that is the highest rated horror game or horror adjacent game or Halloween adjacent game on there. I would then pluck that out because it's the highest rated one, and we'd make that one of our Halloween games. I think that could be a good way of doing it. But yeah, I don't know, I'll have a think about it. Obviously, we have a whole year between now and then. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like other people's brains must work like this too, but I actively try and just plan stuff for, like, weirdly, like, ages and ages to come, like, without a lot of, like, foresight. It's kind of weird. Obviously, life can catch up and life can get you with all kinds of things at any moment, really. But I think I get, like, really, really... I adore doing this. I really genuinely love doing this. So it just means I often think about, like, oh, I can... This time next year, I might really like a different approach, or, you know, I'm already thinking about what to do differently next time. And I don't know, it's weirdly endearing. As, like, I don't know, it gives me some level of, like, emotional, like, reassurance of, oh, you know what? I do really enjoy streaming. Like, it's a hobby that I'm genuinely so happy that I do. This is a really weird venting session, I've just realised. That's basically what this has turned into. But it is just very much something I look forward to it, you know? Like, it's a big part of my evenings. It has been, honestly, it got me through COVID. It got me through university. It got me through, like, a lot of really major ups and downs of my life. Not to get too dramatic here, but, like... I don't know, since I started it, I had some really, really low points and some really, really high points, and... Yeah, I don't know, it's been like an ongoing, like, comfort thing for me as, like, a hobby. It's just, I don't know, it's nice. Really nice. Yeah, again, I got really, really real then. I apologise, but I don't know, it's lovely. I enjoy doing this so much. It's I don't know, it's my comfort thing. And ultimately, it means a lot to know that there are people that come back and like to listen to me ramble and make the same stupid talking heads joke for the 50 millionth time. Or say, you know, lol, Dave Braid DM, babega, I'm a dum dum, etc. on loop. I don't know, it's lovely. Everyone's like we have such a good bunch. I'm very happy. But yeah, okay, well I'm gonna also work backwards here and try and talk about everything at least a little bit. It's a nice way of sort of like... You know what, I haven't made a tier list for Halloween, but I might do, depending on what happens tomorrow. I don't know what's going to be happening tomorrow evening, as a heads up. I feel like at the moment I'm going to write it off as a bit of a Dave day. But I might do a tier list at some point this weekend, coming up. for all of the Halloween games we played this year. Like a separate one, because I feel like... I don't know, part of me does really want to put them in with the normal set of games we've got, but I feel like this is such an independent force. And I don't know if I want to do the same with Christmas as well. I'm going to have to think about it. It's that or I already put the Halloween and Christmas games, or the Halloween games at least, in as a default when we go on to do the ones for the year. But I think it could be just a fun way of rounding off everything we've played independently. Because yeah, Halloween, it's got its own like set of games, its own set of rules. We've done different things. I actually really enjoyed doing the little at the beginning of the month. Not so much as the month went on, but at the beginning of the month, I really enjoyed doing the little riddles and things we did as well. So I think what I'll do next year is for any main games we do, so things like Luigi's Mansion or Silent Hill, or Wallace and Gromit, God forbid, or Ghoul Patrol. These all being like examples of the sort of thing I would like. Yeah, these are probably the games I consider like the main games of this year's Craptacular. These are the sort of things where I probably would do that again. But I don't know if I do it for every single game we play. It's because I feel like some, especially with some indie games that are very, like Bite Night, for example, I don't know if anybody would have got that in the context of a riddle. You know what I mean? I feel like with some games it works, and some games it really doesn't. So it's about finding that balance for like, okay, this works, this doesn't work. It's difficult, but again, it's part of the fun of figuring out what works and what sticks, you know what I mean? Okay, well we're nearly 5% of the way through. God forbid. Alright. God, this game is so good. I love PowerWash Simulator. It's such a good game. There's genuinely something so charming about this. It's like, I'm not about to throw shade at other simulator games, but there's not been one like this where I've adored it in the same way. Like, this is a very high bar for me to try and like compete with. Okay, bless this hex. It's a wicked being, a witch. Is bless this hex meant to be like bless this mess sort of thing? I'm getting a bless this mess kind of vibe. But yeah, I'll work through the month quickly. As I said, we'll do like a little recap. We started with and I've been uploading all of these to YouTube, by the way. I should just preemptively say, so if anybody feels like they hear a game that they really like the sound of, that they didn't catch, or they didn't know what was going on, strongly recommend you go watch some of the VODs on YouTube, because they're all up there. But we started the month with some NES games. I've now got to try... Oh god, I've got to try and remember what they are off the top of my head. Okay, this is going to be a challenge. This could be a challenge, okay. I'm pretty sure... was it called Splatterhouse? It was Splatterhouse, but then it had another name attached to it. So it was like a double-barreled name, and it was a game that was only available in Japan. So that was fun. That was, you know what, that's a game I might one thing I will say as well, anything we didn't finish, which I think mainly applies to the NES games that we played, I might put that Splatterhouse game on like one of our mini listings as a game that you can either vote for or like a wheel placement, because it was honestly pretty good, and I would actually be down to go back to that one. But we played that. That was probably the best one. We played, was it Monster House? ? I feel like I need to look this up now, otherwise I'm gonna be doing the games a disservice. Right, I'm gonna say it's Monster House. I'm gonna say Ghoul School was one of them. That game was not great. I gave it a... Actually, no. Should I say... I'll save ratings for the... There is a way that you can already go and check the ratings, but I'll save it for the tier list. But Ghoul Patrol... Sorry, Ghoul School. I'll get to Ghoul Patrol. Ghoul School was one of the... It's probably like the mid game of the 5 we played. It was pretty mid. And then... I think it was Monster House or something like that, but Monster House was cool. No, isn't... No, okay, I need to look it up. Monster House was that fucking DreamWorks movie, wasn't it? What was it called? Was it Monster Party? It might have been Monster Party. Have a look. It was Monster Party, there we go. So Monster Party, I'd say that it was pretty good. I like that conceptually. It's really weird, but it's cool. Especially for an NES game. I think Splatterhouse... Okay, it's Splatterhouse Wampanku Graffiti is the game that we played, which is good. I enjoyed that. So that and maybe Monster Party might make a return one day, but Ghoul School I'm kind of done with. Fester's Quest was pretty bad, and then Nightmare on Elm Street was terrible. I'll just preemptively say this now, that game gets a 1 out of 10. That game gets a full-on 1 out of 10. No sympathy for that one. It is a garbage. The finest quality garbage. But yeah. That was pretty alright. But then we started Luigi's Mansion. I love that game so much. Controversial opinion, I think Luigi's Mansion 3 might be one of my favourite games of all time. So I went back to Luigi's Mansion 3 after we finished Luigi's Mansion out of curiosity, because I was like, you know what? 2 was good, but 1 was better. And then 3 I remember loving, to the point where I'd say it's like top 10 game worthy, but I can't remember... in my head I was like, there's no way Luigi's Mansion 3 is like that supremely good. I'm telling you now, that game is fucking great. I actually think that might be my favourite Switch game, other than maybe like... Actually no, maybe it is. Maybe it is my favourite Switch game. Smash Bros. Ultimate and Tears of the Kingdom are probably a close like second and third, but... yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3 is great. Really good game. Okay, that hot chocolate is hitting hard. I needed that. Oh, it's got little eyes, look at it. Is this the little fella? Is this the little dude? Is this thing all done? I think it is. Yeah. Or anything else? Right. Did I start cleaning any of these? I can't remember. Oh, we started doing these. That's what I was doing. Alright. Continue with this. I like the little patterns that are drawn on here, though. I don't like this, though. Bad spider. You gone. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion is such a lovely game. I adore that so much. I have very fond memories of it growing up. The thing I've realized, especially going back to basically any game really, unless I played it for like hundreds of hours, the muscle memory and the memory of where things were and the mechanics are just completely gone. Like, I feel like Simpsons Hit and Run, I might do okay with that because I played that one so much. To a point where I was very familiar with it. I was still shit at it, but I played it so much that it was like, okay, the boy knows what he's doing. But as for, like, Luigi's Mansion I'd not played for a while. And yeah, I don't know, not everything in that game, like, came back to me as quickly. But I think it's also with that game, I've also played newer, like, entries in the franchise since. So I'm going to be jumbling up, like, mechanics that were there or weren't there in the other games. So I think it was probably an element of that too. But yeah, that game's good. It holds up surprisingly well. Some people might disagree. I think it holds up really well. But the whole concept of the Luigi's Mansion, I love like Babby's first Resident Evil as an entry point for the Luigi's Mansion. Like, it's such a cool idea. I'm really happy Nintendo did something with Luigi that wasn't just like, you are player 2, have fun. It's neat. It's really cool. We've not even made it to the house yet. Someone is in this house. Okay. Oh, does this count as one thing? It does, okay. In my head I was like, why aren't these cleaning? Elps and elp blaze. Alright. Ooh, this feels slightly on brand. A little bit more spooky. But yeah. But yeah, so as of tomorrow we're going to be going back to the old schedule. That's the other thing I'm going to very quickly throw out there before we continue talking about the other things we played throughout the Craptacular. But yeah, tomorrow is very much going to be the start of the old ways. I might even, as I said, I might be doing like a little like tier list or catch up stream tomorrow instead of a normally like scheduled like game or something that we'd be doing. That might be a nice way back in. Like, I know Caleb came in the other day and talked about web fishing. I might do that for a stream. So I'll wait and see. I'll see what the vibes are. But yeah. This is looking good. I'm feeling good about this. This is where I find that there's like a whole other side to the haunted house that we've not gotten to yet. It'll like rise out the ground and you have to like clean its like... Turns out the house is alive. It's got like legs and shit. I'm calling it now. There's gonna be some weird shit that goes on. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but maybe. Maybe. But yeah, I adore the amount of content this game still gets as well for free. Like, I know that there are DLCs out there and people might have mixed opinions on like the Shrek one and whatever, but... Or, you know, even some of the other ones they've done, but... honestly, all the power to this company for making this game. Like, it's honestly such a good simulator game. I think that games will struggle to, like, emulate this kind of level of polish and quality. And that's not a pun intended for the fact this is a cleaning game, by the way. But it's just, I don't know. You can tell the devs genuinely care about it. I got dead focus on cleaning for a second. You know when you like go tunnel vision? You're like, you know what? Cleaning is my... cleaning is my only purpose. I must only clean. Only cleaning. But yeah. So what other games did we play? Okay, one of my biggest, I will admit, a big regret of this Halloween Craptacular. I started playing Silent Hill 2, and is it bad I didn't know the Silent Hill 2 remake was even happening until like a week before? It must have completely gone over my head. But I didn't know that game was coming out, so when I prepped it, and we started playing Silent Hill 2 on the stream, I think the same day, if not the day before, I mentioned on the Luigi's Mansion stream, oh no, we're doing the original. I think literally earlier that day I found out that the remake even existed. I didn't even know. Maybe somebody had mentioned it before, but it wasn't in my like direct line of thought, which isn't always great. But yeah. So this hot chocolate is really good, oh my god. It's helping. It is helping. But yeah, so my biggest thing really with that is just... yeah, I don't know. I think in hindsight, I would have... So I need to be very, very clear with people. I thought Silent Hill 2 was actually still pretty good. I'm not about to go into a big old side tangent about I actively hated my experience with it. I think that considering also this game came out in like 2001, this is like one of the first PlayStation 2... well, no, I guess it'd been out for like a year at that point. It's a very early PlayStation 2 game, right? I think it's very competent, and I think it actually holds up pretty well. I just think that much like Resident Evil 2 Remake, and things of that ilk now, like even the RE4 Remake, I'm going to be real with people, I gave RE4 a 7 out of 10, the original. I gave the original a 7 out of 10. People are going to chastise me for that, because I thought... I don't know, I just think that things have aged better since then. I didn't grow up with the game, so I didn't have the same attachment with it. But what I will say is that the remake for RE4, amazing. Modernizing things, quality of life changes, mwah. Exactly what I want from like a more like modernized horror game, or remake of a horror game. And I really do think that the Silent Hill remake would have been the better way to go with this in hindsight, but for multiple reasons, I'm glad that we didn't at the same time. I know that it's currently going through a heap of processing issues and stuff on Steam. A lot of people having some troubles with actually getting it to run properly, which again could be down to poor optimization on their end or the game's end, I don't know. But also, I don't know, I feel like for a first Silent Hill experience, you probably do want to go into it with one of the OGs in mind, and then after that you probably want to go in with like the slightly more like rose-tinted approach, where it's like, oh, we've updated everything about the game to make it way more like modernly presentable. Is that okay? Yeah. But I'm very glad that I played it, and I think the game is good. I think the game is good. It was very complex and confusing at times, but I had a good time with it. Also, I think everybody collectively hated Laura in my chat when we played it. Laura is a character in the game, just for anyone that hasn't played it. They're a child. They are somewhat affiliated with James, who's the main character. But yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised. And then, what else? We played Ghoul Patrol. I think that game was decent. It was decent. I think, for me, the biggest thing with that game, and this is me just being a little piss-babby, is the jump from difficulty to difficulty from the levels just went up by 1 billion for the last stage. Like, that last medieval segment or whatever was insanely hard. Ween. Look at this. Tombstones that spell Ween. Brilliant. Brilliant. But yeah, I think that was probably the biggest gripe for me, but even then I wouldn't really say it's a gripe. I think visually actually though, that game holds up very well. We were talking about it at the time, but I have a real thing for like 16-bit graphics and up for pixel like sprites and stuff like that. I think 8-bit can look good, but it has to be very, very well done. I'm a bit of a... I really don't want to say I'm a purist, but I just visually enjoy 16-bit stuff and up a little bit more. 8-bit can still have its charms, for sure. But yeah, so the 16-bit stuff is always, like, gorgeous in my opinion. I think it just holds up really well. To the point where I even think that, like, a lot of games implement it even now, and they, you know, like indie games and stuff like that, and they still look so good with it. It's like... I don't know, I think that says a lot about that kind of aesthetic, but we can also say the same kind of about, the N64 aesthetic. I know some people really hate the direction that a lot of devs are going now, where it's like everything must look like an N64 game or a PlayStation game, like PlayStation 1 game intentionally. But I personally really like that. I love the whole demake angle. I think the Bloodborne demake and the kart racer game, which I'll also get onto, which we played this Halloween, those two games achieved it really well, where they took like a concept and demade it, but it still felt very, very polished and very, very like, what's the word I'm looking for? They made it very competent. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a very competent product, right? But yeah, no, I thought it was cool. But Ghoul Patrol, yeah, Ghoul Patrol was like, again, I don't want to give ratings. You can probably tell based on me just saying if it was good or not, but I think it was a decent game. I weirdly remember liking Zombie Ate My Neighbor more from the little bit I've played of that, but I've not played enough to agree with that, and I haven't played it recently enough to agree with that either. But one thing I can kind of preemptively guarantee is to finish off the duo in the story. I think we probably have to go back and play Zombie Ate My Neighbor next Halloween, because we technically played the sequel, which is Ghoul Patrol. So I am interested in going back and actually tackling Zombie Ate My Neighbor properly, because I don't think I ever beat it. I think I might have even streamed it actually way back when for another Craptacular, and I think we just played it for like a couple of hours and that was it. But yeah, I genuinely can't remember. Okay, we're already 10% through, so I'm not feeling too bad about this. Cuts to me still being here in hours time. Literal hours time. I'm gonna say happy Halloween. I think it probably will, won't it? Yeah, happy. It's gotta be happy. Yeah, happy Halloween. Cute. Yeah, this game is great. I'm having a great time with it. Speaking of having a great time with it, played a bunch of short games as well, which I'm very happy that we've got through a few of these things, because they've been either sitting in my library for ages, or I was worried I would never play them. Just down to the fact that I'm very indecisive with the games I play off stream. But I'm really, really happy that we played Bold Boy. I think that game was actually pretty good. Nightmare Kart, which is a Bloodborne racing game. It's free on Steam. Which is part of that Bloodborne demake thing I was talking about like a few moments ago. That was very good. Like, that was incredibly competent. I was kind of blown away at how they translated all of Bloodborne into a kart racer. That's kind of impressive. That's kind of impressive. But yeah, those games are really cool. We played Teleforum, which is a game that Ranger from the community suggested, and that was really cool. I think near the end I got a bit confused about how the endings were varied and changed, but it was a fun game. I enjoyed the 2 endings we got. I think there was another one we didn't get. But I'm glad with the one we got. That's kind of all that matters, right? That's kind of all that matters. And then what else did we play? We played Bite Night, where we made friends with our new friend Blaramy, who is a vampire who just goes blur, blur. I love Blaramy. Blaramy was such a good lad. Okay. I love these little mushroom seeds. Oh my god, this map's so cute. I love it. Okay. And then what else did we play? We played a game from a developer that joined the chat as well. Actually, it was really cool. I think they said that it won a Halloween game jam on itch, so I recommend you go have a look-see. But I think the full name was really long, so I apologize if I get this wrong. But the gist of it was like that time I got trapped and got a VR headset strapped to my head. It was something like that. There was like a puzzle game where you had to control this one little fella through like multiple camera angles set in the room. It had to look like a FNAF kind of screen of like where each of these camera feeds came out to, and you had to do a bunch of puzzles in like a set time limit. It was really cool. It was a really, really cool game. But yeah, I recommend you have a look. See, I hope they turn it into like a full like experience, like a full game. Who knows? I wish them luck with whatever they go on to make next, because they have got a talent for such things. And then what else have we been? Oh god, we've been playing Wallace and Gromit, haven't we? I forgot about that. So Wallace and Gromit is actually going to continue into November, and maybe even late December as well if we don't get it finished next month. But next month is gonna very much be cleanup month. If you're unfamiliar with the concept of cleanup month, actually no, I guess this is the first year I've done cleanup month. Actually no, what did we do last November? Did I do another short game thing last November? I actually can't remember. I'm gonna have a look, see. What did I do last November, YouTube? Tell me. Oh my god, my YouTube algorithm's listening. It's showing me an RT game video of Luigi's Mansion. It knows. It knows. Alright. 2023 playthroughs. Let's have a look. Oh no, I didn't do one, did I? I didn't do one. We finished off the Resident Evil DLC in November and Cyberpunk DLC, question mark? I think I mainly used November to polish a bunch of games off that we hadn't finished, so that makes more sense, okay. But previously, we used to fill November with Short Games Month. And now we have a whole short game segment in the stream as a mainstay, so I'm not doing that anymore, but November I think is gonna notoriously be cleanup month going forward, because it's the 1 month left of the year where I can happily be like, okay, I've not got Christmas stuff to plan on stream, I've not got Halloween stuff to plan on stream. It's just gonna be back to the schedule for a month, and then that'll be it. Mario Kart music, let's go. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Hey. This is a cool cauldron though, I love the little like feats it's got. Look at how good this is already looking. I'm so jazzed about this. It looks so cute. I'm worried about this house. This house is gonna be a fucking nightmare to clean, but fun. Boo. Boo. Only tricks. Ah yes, my favourite website. Only tricks. Don't clip that. So what was I gonna say? What else have we been playing? Anyway, sorry, I keep getting horrifically side tangenty. So, we'll blame it on ADH Dave. There's too much going on in my brain right now. But for Wallace and Gromit, we'll be doing that during cleanup month. I've said this before, I will say it again, probably at some point within the next month as well. Baldur's Gate 3 will not be returning until next year. Purely because we still have all of Act 3 to go for Baldur's Gate 3. And quite frankly, I think it would be wise to approach that in January. Maybe even as the only game we tackle in January, I haven't decided yet, or the only like big game, I don't know, I'll have a think about it. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 will be on hiatus, but I also want to try and mod it for when we come back, so I can get all of the party members in the room at once. So there's a mod that basically means you don't have to be limited to 4 people. And I think for dialogue options and dialogue quests and everything else, I think that would be a really good idea. And it would also make combat a lot easier for me. And I'm very, very happy with... For the sake of RP, I think it makes more sense to have everybody there than not. Does that make sense? Maybe not, but... yeah, I'm gonna think about it. Maybe we won't do that, but for the time being, I'm very sold on the idea that we don't leave people at camp. Everybody comes with us at all times, sort of thing. But yeah. Baldur's Gate will be returning in the new year. And then next month we'll be finishing... I think we're pretty close to the end of Tears of the Kingdom, so we'll definitely be finishing that next month. And then Wallace and Gromit and Mother 3. That's basically going to be it. Juska, welcome it. Juska, did you DJ today, right? How did it go? I hope everything went well, mate. Hope everything went all good. We cleaning this shit up. I wish I had a PowerWash IRL. Same, honestly. It's so satisfying in that. It's so satisfying. That one isn't today, rather Saturday. Oh, I see. Got ya. Since it's busier day and all that. Got ya. So I remember you saying that you had something down for Halloween, right? I wasn't sure if that was today or if that was for like around today, but I'm glad that you've got something lined up that'll be busy. That'll be cool. I hope you've had a good Halloween, sir. I remember you saying that it's not really something that's celebrated as much. Celebrated as much where you are, but I still hope you've had a good day regardless. Belated Halloween, got ya. Yeah, no, it's the biggest it's been this year. Got ya, okay. Don't know how it happened, but it did. Interesting, okay. Fair. The more you know. It's funny how that happens, right? I feel like sometimes it's just a case of like... I think it happens here a lot too. Some years, like, there's fuck all, like, in terms of people actually going out and doing stuff for Halloween, and then other years it's like America level insane. Like, Halloween is everywhere. This is Halloween moment. I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but it did. Maybe that's the spookiest part of it all, Jessica. Maybe that's the spookums. Nothing huge happened that would explain its popularity this year. It just popped. Fair. Jamie, welcome in. I prefer Bonfire Night. So I'm a bit... Okay, I'm not coming at this from, like, controversial Dave angle immediately. I'm not a big fan of fireworks, but that's purely just because I'm, like... I'm not a fan of... Like, I don't know, I always feel like it's a bit yikes for pets and other people. I know it's not, like, a massive thing. The actual vibe of Bonfire Night, though, like, going out and, like, I don't know, just vibing, chilling around like a fire, maybe, depending on what you're doing, getting some marshmallows going. Love that. Love that shit. It brings me back to, like, scouts and stuff like that. When I was but a wee Boy Scout. But yeah, I'm as a pet owner, I feel like I'm partly obliged to say that fireworks are not my friends. So that's I don't know. Oh, I'm getting lost. Getting lost around that. I like Fire and Boom Boom, but I hate the fact that pets get traumatized. Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Don't get me wrong, fireworks do look cool. I think it's like... I think this just shows I'm maybe a bit of an over warrior, but I just think about the repercussions for, like, the animals and stuff. Yeah, so me and Jess have got a Poochie. We have a Poochie. It's technically Jess's Poochie because they've had it since before we met, but it is our Poochie all the same. And then I have a family dog, which my folks have got, called Paula, and she's a little I think she. So we rescued her. We're not sure what. Yeah, I can show. I have a picture of Paula. Hang on. I'll get a picture of Paula. I'll double check with Jess about Jess's dog, but Paula's fine. Actually, I think I have a meme picture of Paula. There's this picture of Paula where she's just looking really concerned. It kills me off every time. Here we go. This is Paula. Paula. Yep. She is a pooch. Dogs can't look up. This one can. This one can. Paula is very cute. So we rescued her. She's part spaniel. We're not sure what the other parts are, but I think there's definitely Jack Russell in her. She's quite small. She's quite a small dog. This picture's even called concern.jpg. But yeah, Paula is our little angel back at home. But yeah, it was also the name that she came with when we rescued her, so it's been like a tradition for our family. We rescued a cat many years ago called Star, and Star very sadly earlier in the year passed away. She got to the age of 15 and got quite ill, and and it was very sad because I'd had her since I was probably about 10 or 11. But yeah, Star was the name that Star came with when we adopted her as well. So we've kind of just always been like going with the fact that, well, if they were called this before, we're gonna keep, you know, keep their name. We're gonna keep their name just to honor their history and honor where they've been, how they got here. You know, it's part of them. Obviously, all the respect to you if you end up like renaming your pets, but yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it honestly is the I didn't really talk about it. This is a bit of a morbid turn, by the way. Earlier in the year we played Pepsi Man a day before my birthday, and then I disappeared for a bit until July. That was because that was around then. So it was sad. It was very sudden, and you know, I think we were a little bit shocked, but in reality, like, they were showing signs of it. And anyway, I'm gonna keep it lighthearted, otherwise I'm gonna get sad. But Star was an amazing cat. I miss her. I miss her dearly. But I'm already thinking about getting a cat soon. TM. It's better now. Yeah, it's honestly, yeah, it's been getting a lot easier. I'm getting a lot easier, but I think the heart, again, I'm gonna try not to dwell on it too much for stream's sake, but it is just like a very difficult thing, especially when something's become such a staple of your life for so long. It's then quite hard to sort of like detach that from your day to day. But yeah, no, she was an amazing cat. And 15's pretty good for a cat as well, so you know, she did very well. Sorry, I'm just running around in circles now. But yeah. God, this game is so fun. It's honestly funny. I saw like a video recently where it's like somebody was like, listen, any fucker out there that likes playing games where you're effectively cleaning something, just get a job. Like, just get a job cleaning shit if you enjoy it that much. Like, they went on this full-on like rant about how they just couldn't comprehend why people enjoy these kind of games, because it's work. They're like, you're literally investing like hundreds of hours into a cleaning game that's effectively just work. Like, you could be doing this and making money, people. Which I found really funny. But I mean, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. Honestly, I think like if I ever get to the point where I'm like comfy money-wise, I'd actually kind of be into the idea of being like a PowerWash person. You know what I mean? This seems very therapeutic. Obviously, there's like actual real-world dangers to it. Or like real-world things that would mean that, you know, it's not just as easy as this, but it's satisfying, right? It's a satisfying thing to do, I think. Obviously, you don't get the ding sound effect every time you clean something, though. Maybe that's the thing I'd be missing. Never power wash without footwear. True, actually, true. Yeah, honestly, the power wash, like the actual like pressure of like being hit by it is bad, right? It's you gotta be careful. I follow the power washing subreddit. Oh, okay, got ya. Are there any like big power wash memes on the Reddit? Is there like a, you know, like an ongoing joke, a communal joke on the power washing subreddit? Is this from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? I feel like I recognize this song. Is that from like? It's not from Chrono Trigger, is it? No, I think it is from Mystery Dungeon. I think it maybe is that. I think it's that or a Pokemon game. People like to sign their name in cursive on very dirty concrete pads with power washing hoses. Hell yeah. And then they just leave. They don't finish the job. The one thing I'm always really curious about with this game is what's the lore behind everything getting so filthy? Everything gets so filthy. It's really weird. I know there's like a lot of like weird gnome lore in this game. There's like a lot of gnome shit going on. Part of me wonders if there's some like deep gnome lore for why everything gets so filthy. I mean, look at this house. Like, I looked the wrong way. Look how filthy this fucking house is. It's like, huh? We're already 20% through as well. Actually, by that calculation, fuck, we might be here a while. Well, buckle up, everybody. We're gonna be here till 3 in the morning. I swear to God, we better not be here till 3 in the morning. Alright, we're going to be speeding it. Speedrun. We're going to effectively be playing anti-Splatoon. Christmas Power Wash PTSD. Literally, I was talking to Jess before I started the stream. I was like, hopefully I can finish it within like 2 hours this time and it won't take me till like 4 in the morning. And she was like, oh no, it will take you till 4 in the morning. These fucking seasonal things always do. So I was like, oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for filling me with confidence, Jess. Have a good one. But nah, it's fun. There was another DLC that we missed actually, so there was like a summer DLC that came out as well that's free. I'm amazed they're still just making free DLC for this game. It's actually insane. Like, I was talking about this earlier, but like, big like props to the devs of this game for just like continuing to make like free content. It's good. It's good. It's like Terraria, yeah, exactly, right? It's like you know, they keep like putting things into it. I guess people might disagree with Minecraft, but Minecraft's kind of the same. It's still being updated after all this time. I mean, loosely you could say TF2 question mark. You get your money's worth. Literally, I probably spent about like £7-8 on this game, and I've played it for like 100. How many hours have I played it for? 96 hours. So if you're going by the whole pound per hour like margin that some people go for like money's worth, that's, you know, I'm pretty good on the stonk department. I've effectively made power wash stonks. Yeah, you know what? I need to give Terraria even. It's not Terraria, is it? I always get bullied for calling it Terraria. I need to give Terraria another chance, because in the past I've gone to play that game and I It's not that I haven't liked it. I think it's just I found it very hard to get into. I constantly felt like I needed to have like a wiki open, and like I didn't really feel like there was an easy way to just explore the game on your own to learn it. But I'd love to get into it properly. I know my friend Joel like had like a pilgrimage back to it not that long ago, and said he enjoyed it. And my friend Liam that's been around for a few of the streams we've done recently. I know that he like adores that game. So there's definitely people I could ask for help with it. It's just it's a big game, you know. It's a bit intimidating. It's not an easy game. Depending on what you want to do. I think, like, I just want to kind of have the experience. Like, I want to understand, you know... I want the basics. I want to learn the works of how the world works. About... I mean, I know... I think the weirdest thing for me is base building. In that game feels kind of just odd. Like, the times I have gone to play it, I usually like in Minecraft, I like to put a little bit of character into like the base, and whenever you're building stuff, I like that creative element of it. And is this SpongeBob's fucking pineapple house, but a pumpkin? It looks like it. Wrong DLC. Wrong DLC. But yeah, I don't know. There are elements of it that almost scare me a little bit. Where I'm like, this is very different to what I'm used to. But the game, from every time I went to play the game, it's cool. I enjoyed it the little times I have played it. You'd be very, very afraid. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like what other games fall into that. You know, Project Zomboid definitely falls into that category for me as well, where I really enjoyed it. When me, Joel, and I think my friend Callum played it, I RP'd as Dr. Evil in my playthrough. So I think I spec'd into being like an actual doctor and like a medic and stuff like that. And it was really stupid and funny. But yeah, I think there's just so much to learn about that game. I ended up having to like put it down because I was just like, fuck, there's like a lot to get into. Yeah, Zomboid is honestly a lot of fun. I do occasionally get a craving to go back to it. And then what other? Oh, RimWorld's another great example of a game where I really love it, the concept of it, but then my settlement immediately dies, and then that's it. And I'm like, fuck, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I get like 4 hours into a playthrough, I'm like, well, everything's just gone tits up because something didn't work, and now I've got to start over. Cool. But again, like, these are all games that I really enjoyed playing. It's just, I think it's just like the dedication to the craft sort of thing, right? You've got to kind of commit to it a bit in order to get the most out of it. Did I get everything over here? I thought in the back of my mind I was like, hang on. Don't know if I did. You played that game on and off since 2012. Even saw the potential. Yeah, I honestly I forgot Project Zomboid's been happening for fucking ages, isn't it? It's like that game's been like in and out of. Is it still in early access, or is it actually like a beta phase now? I genuinely don't know for Zomboid. It is. Okay. I mean, fair enough. At least they're putting content out frequently, though. At least it's not like an early access game that's in like perpetual limbo. At least they're actually like still developing it, because every time I look at the page, it's like they're still doing updates and stuff, and it's, you know, it's cool. Mentioning all the good games. I'm trying to think of what other games. I guess in the same light of like RimWorld. There are two games that I've been too scared to even start or even pick up, and I might be right in thinking Jamie mentioned one of them the other day. One of them is Satisfactory, and one of them is oh fuck. What was the other one? It'll come to me. Give me a second. Factorio. Factorio is the other one. Factorio. Thank you. Yeah. One of them is just first-person Factorio. The other one is top-down Factorio. But those games are both like another thing where I'm just like, okay, it's a learning curve, but I think I would enjoy them. Factorio is crazy good as well. Yeah, it's that one I don't own. I own Satisfactory, but I don't own Factorio. But yeah, I think I'd enjoy them. And then Prison Architect's great actually. You know what, Prison Architect I love. That's a throwback game for me. One thing I played more recently with that game was I played there's a mode now where it's essentially like The Escapists, if you guys have ever played that game, where it's like you're a prisoner trying to break out of prison. But you're basically playing in like curated maps that other people, like other prisons that people have made. And you have to then try and escape. And that mode is actually a lot of fun on Prison Architect. It's pretty good. Played The Escapist as well, when it was free on Epic. Yeah, it's yeah, The Escapist has been about for a while. I think I preferred The Escapist 2 from what I played of it, but it's been a hot minute since I touched that game. A hot heckin' minute. It was a bit broken at the time, got ya. Yeah. It's crazy, I think the original Escapist came out like 10 years ago, roughly? I feel like it was 2014 the original Escapist probably came out. Which is, yeah, scary to think about. 2014 doesn't feel like that long ago to me, but then I realise it's like 2024, I'm like, oh fuck. Ah, fucking hell. It's happened. It hath begun. Maybe it was 2015 actually for The Escapist, I'm not sure. It was around then. Definitely around then. But The Escapist 2 was pretty good, I think that was a bit later on. What other games have I played? I'm trying to think of things in a similar light to like Factorio and Satisfactory. Okay, Theme Hospital and 2 Point Hospital, they slap. They slap. I haven't played 2 Point Campus and I haven't played 2 Point, is it Museum or whatever the new one is that's come out? Those games also look good, but 2 Point Hospital and Theme Hospital, classic games, we love it. We love it. It's good stuff. If you're curious, Theme Hospital is a very old version of 2 Point Hospital, and 2 Point Hospital is a hospital management game, or like management tycoon, I guess. You never played this? I recommend, you know what, I'd probably recommend, how do you feel about going back to older games, Just Kill, in general? I know that some of your favourite games are older games, but how do you feel about going back to like old PC games? Because 2 Point Hospital goes, sorry, Theme Hospital goes for pretty cheap on GOG. And if you end up liking it, Theme Hospital is basically just a modernized version of that. So, if it's a franchise or something that interests you, I highly recommend them. They are very, very, very endearing games to me. I think they're very cool. They're a little bit silly as well. I love old PC games. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Speaking of old PC games, I was thinking about Dungeon Keeper the other day. I'm like, oh my god, I used to play that quite a lot when I was younger. Dungeon Keeper was fucking cool. I believe it's on one of our voting systems at the moment. But yeah, Dungeon Keeper's great. I'm a big fan of that as well. The games I played a lot on PC growing up were like old copies of things like Dungeon Keeper. I played Worms Armageddon a fucking ton. Like a literal fucking ton. Worms Armageddon, okay? Hang on, I'm not even shitting you, I'm gonna show you guys. This is Dave's, these are what are considered, at least on PC, these are what I consider my favourite games of all time. Right? Favourite games of all time on, this is not including the Nintendo list or console list. You ready? Right. We've got Baldur's Gate 3. We've got Bastion. Chrono Trigger. Cyberpunk. Darkest Dungeon. Disco Elysium makes the list. Final Fantasy 7 in any form. Final Fantasy 9, Going Under, Grim Fandango, Hades. Half-Life 1 and 2. It Takes Two, Life is Strange, Persona 4 Golden, Portal 2, Resident Evil 2 and 4 Remake. Stardew Valley, TF2, Undertale, The Witcher 3. And right here, just to prove I'm not doing it for the bit, is fucking Worms Armageddon. This game slaps. I played it a lot on like a CD-ROM back in the day, and then I picked it up on Steam way later. Way later. But yeah, it's a game that I've like genuinely come back to so much over my life. It's crazy the amount I played that game. Nice list, thank you. There would be a lot more games on there, but again, that is limited to what I played on PC. And what I own on Steam, I guess I should also clarify. But I think I'd probably put the original Overwatch on there, maybe as well, but Overwatch 2 is probably like an 8 out of 10. I wouldn't say it's quite a 9. Quite a 9 out of 10. I played a lot of Worms 3D as well. I haven't actually played much of that. Was that on the PS2? Just cool. I've not played a lot of Worms 3D. I think I might have like rented it once when I was younger. Back in the day of old Blockbuster. I might be remembering a different game, but I'm pretty sure Worms 3D was a PS2 game. It was probably PC and PS2. You played it on PC, got ya. Is it on Steam? It might be. Oh, you know what? Actually, real talk. If I might, going forward, I might continue to do things like the Dead by Daylight stream. And get members of like, yeah, get lovely people like you, Jessica, in. I'd be down to do a Worms night. If people want to play Worms one evening for a stream, I'd be very down for that. Might have played it on PS2 as well, got ya. But yeah. I was saying earlier, Jessica, it was really nice doing like all of the community games and everything we've done for Halloween this year, so I was saying it at the time and I'll say it again now that you're here. Thank you very much for being part of it. And yeah, thank you, as I said then as well, thank you to everybody else that was involved. It's been very, very endearing to have people like wanting to take part in things. It's been great. A pleasure. It was fun. Hell yeah. But yeah, we'll definitely try and do stuff semi-regularly, I think, going forward. I'll keep people posted. But when we try and organise stuff. The soundtrack started slapping all of a sudden. It's believe it or not, this isn't the PowerWash soundtrack. This is what music is this? Let's have a look. This is Thrills at Night from Paper Mario the Origami King. There you go. Paper Mario soundtrack be slapping, clearly. Disco as fuck, I know, right? It's crazy. I always really like funk guitar. Like that twang on the funk guitar is always a really nice like effect to hear in a song. It's always neat. And then you got that funky bass line going off in the background as well. I fucking love it. That Nintendo... Oh, did you guys hear about the Nintendo Music app that's coming out? So for the longest time, Nintendo's had this ongoing battle with like with members of the fandom for basically on YouTube and on Spotify and stuff. There's nowhere that you can just go and listen to Nintendo music, which is kind of weird. And Nintendo keep taking down re-uploads people do on YouTube. For certain music, not every song, but certain music. But basically, Nintendo have just released a app where you can actually just listen to all of their music, pretty much for free, I think. I could be wrong. I didn't see or hear anything about like a paid service for it, but I saw that they released like a free Nintendo app, for like the music, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Right, we're gonna try and jump on here. But yeah, honestly, I'd still kind of prefer if it was on Spotify. I know that feels very like beggars can't be choosers mentality potentially, but it's like, you know, purely for the convenience of it all being on the same platform, right? But Nintendo Music's so good, I'm kind of happy about it. I think that's the fingerstyle of playing guitar. Gaia. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay. God, this thing has got so many little parts to it. Fuck my life. Sorry, I mean, we're having a happy time cleaning. Dave, 10 minutes ago. I could do this as a job. Dave, 10 minutes later. Fuck this game. Fuck cleaning. Ah, there it is. Okay. But yeah. But yeah, no, Jackbox yesterday was really fun as well. I had a great time with that. That and Dead by Daylight were honestly so good. I'm a little bit sad that I wasn't able to get a like a Lethal Company day sorted out. I think that's the only thing I would have also wanted in the schedule this year, but you know what, I feel like considering the amount of things we did fit into this year's schedule, I'm pretty happy with everything we did. So yeah, it's been lovely. It's been bloody lovely. Oh, welcome in. Oh, it's the real Dave. Fuck, okay, we can't compete. Everyone, the real Dave is here. The jig is up. The jig is up. I've got to go into hiding. I'm not joking, I've got to go into hiding now. The real Dave is here. He's sussed me out. He knows I'm using his identity. Fuck. Hello, how you doing? End the stream. Finally found you. Fuck, he's been looking for me for weeks. Been looking for weeks. He got me. How you doing though? Welcome in. Hope everything's going okay. I was lurking for like the end of Flawberry's stream earlier. I believe I saw you in chat for a little bit of the stream. Honestly, Flawberry's such a good dude. The stream he put on earlier today for Halloween was great. If anybody hasn't followed Flawberry and is looking for any other good streamers I recommend, I highly recommend you go check out Flawberry. He's a lovely man. Yeah, how you doing, Dave? How's your Halloween going? I'll be honest, I think you're the first other Dave that's joined the chat, like, ever. So this is new for me, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, this thing is gonna be a nightmare to clean. I'm already mentally preparing for the challenges ahead. Got a gigantic puppy. Oh, so got the lights turned off, so trick-or-treaters don't knock. That's fair, yeah. That's fair. He'll bark. He's 8 months and 6 feet long from nose to tail. Oh my god. That's a big old pupper. That's a big old pupper, oh my god. That's totally fair, yeah. Dave, I'm sure you don't mind me asking, you're from the UK, right? Just to clarify. I vaguely remember in Floor's chat, I'm pretty sure you said you were, but I could be wrong. And yeah, you're from the UK. It's a Cane Corso, but he's growing alarmingly fast for his breed. So you think he's some kind of mutant? Oh no. Who knows? I mean, maybe that could be a good thing though. Maybe when the X-Men actually start forming up, your dog can save lives, you know? But either way, I'm sure, regardless of how big they are, I'm sure they are still your little dog child. You know what I mean? They're still your baba. That's cute though. That's cute. And yeah, it's very like, I don't know if this is a thing in other places, I'm sure it is, but a big thing here in the UK is if you're not interested in people coming to your door to trick or treat, you just don't put out any like Halloween decorations and turn out all the lights and basically just make it look abandoned to some extent. Because that's basically there to deter people from wanting to go to your house. Again, I don't know if that's like as big a thing elsewhere, but it's very much the case here. He's nearly 11 stone. Wait, for real? He weighs more than me, what the fuck? He actually, if he's nearly 11 stone, he weighs more than me. That's insane. Okay. He's not even 1 yet, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a flex. Imagine not even being 1, and you're like, I'm 11 stone, deal with it. That's a crazy flex. All this is confirmed is that, you know, your dog is a unit. I'm sure, are they like, in terms of like from like a, what's the word I'm looking for? From like a behavior standpoint, I guess, or a sentiment standpoint? Are they quite like, are they a gentle giant? Or are they very much like a quite an excitable giant? Very calm, but also protective. So the good guard dogs, hell yeah. We love to hear it. We love to hear it. I keep thinking if I fall off the ladder I'm gonna break my legs, but I keep remembering it's a video game, and they didn't program that into this game, so I'm fine. But yeah. Dave, do you stream? Do you mind me asking? I said, look how clean this is. This tower went from being spooky as hell to some, like, Disney princess tower. What has happened? How did it get so filthy? Oh, this is Katamari music. I'm having flashbacks. Katamari Damashi. back to when we were rolling things up as a Katamari. I forget we played that this year. Fuck. Oh, your neighbours have also got one, Just Kill. It's one of the calmest dogs you've ever seen. Ah, hell yeah. I did a 24-hour stream once, but other than that, not really. I also streamed Assassin's Creed 1, and one of the old Hitman games, and got no views. Oh, that's fair. I mean, ultimately I think it's like, as long as you're having a good time with it. I mean, obviously people do streaming for different reasons, and it's totally fair, but yeah. I hope that you had a good time with it, at least, for like the times you were streaming through those games. You're searching for those games though, right? I mean, I think it depends on the game, I guess. I guess that's a good point. I guess it depends. I'm in no way, shape or form, you know what, I've not played either of those games, so I can't really comment on either. So I think I've talked about this before. The only Assassin's Creed game I've played is 3, and I didn't love 3. They are old. I mean, I suppose so, but I feel like on Twitch as well, sometimes people do kind of go back and yearn for old games sometimes. I think it could also just be a timing thing, right? Sometimes it could also be a luck factor. You never know, right? You never know. But yeah, I know a lot of people rave about Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. I've only ever watched people play through them. I might consider giving them a go, maybe. I'd have to think about it, but maybe. I also can't get over how recent those games are for some reason. Like I always think they're like early to mid 2000s games, those Assassin's Creed games that are coming out, but it's like, it's not, is it? It's like 2009, 2008 was the first one, maybe 2007. It was like the late 2000s that Assassin's Creed started. I always for some reason remember them being older than that, but evidently not. People like them because the parkour is very technical. That's fair, I get that. Really, because I feel like it was just yesterday to me. That's fair, that's fair. But yeah, I don't know, I'd be down to try them on our voting system. So we have, for context, we have like a voting system. People can basically determine what games I play. We play one massive game, one medium game, and one short game all at the same time. So we've got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I believe, is on the massive games list, but I also own Black Flag, and I know that a lot of people love that game. So I don't know, I'd be down for trying that as well. Even the original 2, I think, or at least the first ever one, I'd be down to try that too. How do you determine the size of the game? We do it by hour, or like a how long to beat. And I know that how long to beat is not the most accurate thing on the planet, but it gives me at least a guideline for like what I'm working with. So at the moment, I might actually change it for the new year, but yeah, it's a point of reference, right? Oh, I trust it. Hell yeah. No, I mean, for the most part, it is accurate. For me, it's more a case of I have Dave brain, and Dave, I'm sure this doesn't apply to you. This might just apply to me. I am the bootleg Dave after all. Yeah, Dave time not counted. So we add Dave time onto most games we play. It's depending on the game, it's usually like another 10 hours or something like that. Either because I either spend far too much time exploring, or I don't know. I guess some of it's also like stream time or like streamer time. There's like a few factors at play, right? You're exactly the same. Oh hell yeah, let's go. All right, Dave time is real, everyone. You hear that? It's not just me. It's Dave time is an accurate measurement of time. I'll be 8 hours into a game, and how long to beat? It says it's a 4-hour game. I think a lot of the, depending on how old the game is you're playing as well, a lot of the entries are probably people that are just speedrunning it, or people that have played the game before, so they're probably entering times that are a lot quicker than like the average first time playthrough. So that's the only thing that I'm like a bit more cautious with like some of the older games that are on there. And I guess it can also be the case for things in the 2000s. When I say older, I'm talking stuff like late 90s, early 2000s, and like before then. But I guess for like the mid 2000s, that can also apply. Fuck, I forgot how good the Jump Up Superstar song is from Mario Odyssey. Good time. But yeah. You can use glitches and speedruns as standard as well. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, right? But yeah, I feel like with a lot of games as well, these are people that probably got guides open as well, to some extent, because they might want to be, yeah, I don't know, obviously from an efficiency standpoint that makes sense, but it's not something I ever take too to heart. It just, as I say, it gives me like a big guide focal to work with. If you wish to see the list, Dave, we do have a spreadsheet, you can go check out. That's a good idea. I might start using guides because I never finish games. Yeah, it's I do for things like Chrono Trigger's a good example of a game I'm playing off stream at the moment. That I've played before, but I think I used the guide previously for it as well, and I think it just means you get a little bit more out of it, and it gives you like a benchmark of where you need to go. Because sometimes, let's be real, if you have like a week away from a game, or a month or whatever, you're not going to remember exactly what some NPC told you to go do for like a mainline quest or something. So I think guides are great. I think for me the biggest issue comes into from a streaming standpoint. I don't think it's as watchable if like the streamer is constantly checking a guide. So the biggest issue I've got is I basically then have to rely on me eventually getting the puzzle right, or I have to burden members of the chat with like, guys, can you look up something for me? Which isn't always great, but people like Just Kill and my regulars are really great with that, so it's cool. There's a 50-cent game in the list. That's awesome. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be an interesting game. That's part of our short game listings. And then we have a medium game. So sorry, I forgot to tell you what the times were. So short games are anything 6 hours or under. Medium games are anything 50 hours and under. And long games are basically anything that's 50 plus hours. So we're talking games like The Witcher 3, Persona 5, Horizon Zero Dawn probably, Tears of the Kingdom, the new Zelda game, that sort of stuff. So but yeah, we have like one game from each of those three categories running at any one time. And yeah, it's been good. It's been good. The systems work really well this year. It's the first year I've properly implemented it, and I feel like most people agree that it's worked pretty well. Most people are happy. I will say I have very heavily borrowed from other streamers with some of my implementations for like bits and bobs. I'm not completely original. I never claim to be. But yeah, it's cool. I played a PS2 game called 50% Bulletproof a lot as a kid. I've heard very... okay, before I say what I'm going to say, how do you feel about that game? Like, do you enjoy it? Is it something that's like you think you could go back to now and enjoy as like as an adult, or is it very much something that's like, you think if you went back to it now, you'd be like, oh no, what have I done? You'd love to go back to it. Okay, hell yeah, hell yeah. It has Eminem in it, does it really? Oh my god. Let's go. You can buy songs off Eminem. Listen, name another game where you can do that. I bet you can't. Real songs in the game. Oh my god. That is pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty neat. I remember the combat being extremely difficult, even frustratingly difficult. Okay. So I'm just killed the lovely man in chat right now. It's the one that voted for that. So we also are voting. You can like nominate games in and out of the voting system. And he nominated Blood on the Sand as a short game because it's meant to be under 6 hours long. But yeah, I've never played any of them before. I'm very out of my element. I think I watched a game, like a playthrough of somebody playing a bit of one of them. The one issue I will also have with Twitch, and I've said this already, is I'm actually gonna have to play the game muted. Or at least like I'm gonna have to mute the songs, because the MCA is gonna mute the entire VOD and take me down if I have any actual licensed music playing, which is gonna suck. So the playthrough is gonna be a little bit botched. Whenever we get to it. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting playthrough. Yeah, I played music on streams. They just mute sections of the VOD. It's fine. Yeah, it's not so bad. The biggest issue I have is I don't record my streams while I stream, but what I do is I re-upload them to YouTube as VODs. I have like a VOD archive there. But the issue falls then into the fact that the VODs will be permanently muted. So even when I go to download them or send them over to YouTube, there will be segments that are just muted, and I'm very 50-50 on how I go about that. Isn't it fair use? I guess it could be. You know what? That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Maybe it is in that case. Yeah, YMCA will eat you alive, literally. You know why it's fun to stay at the DMCA, right? That's what John Twitch plays in his CEO booth constantly. I don't know how it works. I mean, you could be right, honestly. You could be right. I hadn't really thought of it like that, but I guess it is. If it's in the game, I guess it is fair use, right? I guess we could always do like a test stream, just to see how it gets on, and if it's like, if Twitch say no, then we might have to restart the game. But I'm sure it's not going to be too bad. I'm sure it'll be alright. For me, streaming for fun. I like to have good music, but that's totally fair. I do get that. I do get that. Get some heckin' good beats going. So before Twitch even introduced DMCA, I used to have like this is like a long time ago. I was playing WoW Classic, fuck my life, in 2019. This is like just before COVID hit. Or sorry, COVID even started to initially go round in the rumor mill, basically. But this was like when WoW Classic released. I used to do like thing where like my viewers could like suggest songs and we just listened to music while I played WoW Classic. And honestly, I really miss that. I really miss doing that because I think everybody involved like genuinely enjoyed it. But I'm now way too like, I think because I like to preserve the VODs and stuff like that, I'm now very, very jumpy to do it anymore. Purely just also, I know that Twitch might be a bit funny about the status of my account too. But yeah, I don't know. I just remember, as you say, Dave, it's nice to have like have some music of your own choice in there. You know what I mean? It became very much just a sharing experience. Everybody just was sharing music with each other while I sat there running around as a fucking gnome and dying on loop. It was good. It was a good time. I think that was the last time I actually played WoW as well. Because I talked about this on the TF2 stream we did recently. I'm an ex-WoW player. I used to be a gnome. I actively played during like Wrath of the Lich King, but I was also quite young at the time, so I probably wasn't anywhere near as good as I thought I was. But yeah, I don't know, the experience ended up being a little bit like hit and miss by the end of that expansion for me, and I got kind of put off. And I like disassociated from the game completely after that, really. I did try to get into it on and off after that as well, but I could never really like recapture that same magic. But then I met Final Fantasy XIV, and that game is heckin' great. I'm having a bit of a break at the moment because I just do not have time to justify the subscription, but and to get through the story because I'm still several expansions behind. But Final Fantasy XIV, fucking good game, fucking great game. MMOs are fun, man. They can really steal your life. They really can. They really can. Been playing an MMO FPS called Stallcraft X recently. Stallcraft X. I think I've heard of that. Have a look, see. I'm curious. Let's have a look, see. Okay, I'm gonna open up like a guide video. The account's called Cheeky Breaky on though. Okay. Have you ever seen the Stalker Kids? I know of them. I know of them. So this is somebody else's guide video. This is not my content that I'm about to show on stream. Exactly, just go, yeah. Yeah, so I'm aware of the Stalker games. I've never played them. This looks cool though. So is it like, it's reminding me a bit of what was the name of that Battlefield Minecraft-esque game that came out earlier this year or last year? Was it BattleBit Remastered? It gives me a vibe of that, where it's like, yeah, BattleBit, yeah, that's the one. It gives me that mixed with like Tarkov, and as you say, it's definitely got an essence of Stalker. Played Stalker once in my life. I bought an ultra-wide monitor just for BattleBit. Let's go. I sucked at BattleBit. I'm gonna admit, I don't usually play tactical FPS games at all. Actually no, let me change that. I only play tactical team-based FPS games that have funny cartoon characters like TF2 and Overwatch. Past that, I don't usually play a lot of shooters, but I did enjoy BattleBit for a little bit. I think I played it for like 5 hours or something with a few friends. It was good. Cool. It's like Tarkov because it has open world PvP. Yeah. It's got elements of a lot of other things. It's really its own thing, to be honest. I like that. Honestly, I'm glad that it's got its own identity, because I think that a lot of times these days games often fall into this trap of like, oh, it looks like this thing, so immediately it gets thrown into the bundle of like, oh, this is this game but different. It is by a different company and it has a different set of microtransactions. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that you, and I'm sure other people that like the game as well, are like, oh, you know what? This game is scratching a lot of the what am I trying to say here? I was trying to say the good nerves. I don't know if that makes sense, but we're gonna go with it. The good nerves. Go with that. But yeah. I was a kid, I entered a wheat field, got jumped by some gremlin. Gremlin shit that jump scared me. Alt F forward, I did still goodbye. Oh my god, that sounds... Okay, that sounds... firstly, I'm very sorry to younger Justkill for being traumatized, but secondly, was the gremlin at least, like, Golem level of, like, he's kind of a good fella, even though he's a little bit devious? Or is he actually just a little gremlin? I'm doing a full PvP build, and you're loving it? Hell yeah. That was my extent of the Stalker experience, hell yeah. Didn't stay to find out, damn. What if he was just like jumping out and he's like, here's some ammunition for you, precious. Have it. And then like you're like, oh okay, thank you, little gremlin. Please return to your wheat field, sir. You know what I mean? Like it could have been like a cheeky little exchange, a cheeky breaky exchange, if you will. But no. Hey, we're fine. We're fine. Sorry, I looked over at my mic and it looked like it had peaked. So I was like, huh? Uh-oh. I think the Golem impression kind of killed it off. Oh my god, it's heckin' filthy. Stalker is essentially an alternate history where, after the Chernobyl accident, strange anomalies start appearing. Okay, where gravity doesn't work, right? Or, for example, you walk into this anomaly and you get crushed by gravity. Got ya, okay. Isn't there a new Stalker game coming out as well, or did it come out? I seem to remember seeing like gameplay of like a new Stalker game coming out as well. Also, on the topic of Chernobyl, I don't know if this is the sort of game you'd like, Dave, based on what you've been saying. There's a game my friend swears by called Chernobylite, which is very Stalker-esque, but it's a little bit more horror-y, I think. If that's your jam at all, they swore by it. I think it's on Steam. But my friend is into a lot of games like that, and I remember them saying that it was a good time. Soon, I think. Like a couple of weeks, very. Oh, yeah. There's an exclusion zone with bandits, explorers, scientists, military. Okay. That's half the cast of Half-Life. And then... then bandits. Hell yeah. Water life, true actually. And it's Russian. Yeah, got ya. I think that's actually one of the few things I did know about Stalker. I think I did know there was a Russian link. I just wasn't sure like the full extent of it. It's a very cool theme. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like other games. I know this isn't probably people might say this is very far off from the same vibe, but another game that a franchise I've never played, but I know a lot of people love is Metro. You guys played any of the Metro games? I've never played it. I think I own like 2 of them, but I've got them from various bundles over the year. And I've just never played them. Leave the cauldron graffiti alone. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Look at him. Right, hang on, I've got an idea. Right, we're gonna preserve it. We're gonna preserve what's left of it. We are gonna get rid of his feet though. If you clean around it, it's no longer vandalism. True, actually. Never checked them out for yourself, that's fair. I've heard good things about Metro, but I always, at least visually, and in terms of like tonally, I always get the same kind of vibe from Metro as I did Stalker from the bits I've seen, but yeah. Fuck, I might have beans the... There's no way I'm going to be able to do a clean cut of that. We'll leave it like that. The cauldron can sort of stay. Okay, fine. We'll do this so everything around it is sacred. There we go. Are we happy now? Happy, happy, amazing. Happy, happy, joy, joy. The Ren and Stimpy moment. Insert stinky whistle teats. Sorry, if anyone who doesn't know what I'm rambling on about, it's a Ren and Stimpy bit. I realise I must sound insane otherwise, so I feel like I had to justify it. You ever get that where it's like, you start talking about something, it's like, oh yeah, everybody knows about this, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I feel like I get that a lot, but I think that might say a lot about me, so I'm gonna... all the fucking time, hell yeah, it means you get it though. It means you get it. Okay. We're halfway there and we're 2 hours in. Fuck my life, it might actually be a 4-hour stream. Jess wasn't joking. Jess wasn't hecking joking. Fuck, and I left the ladder up there. Oh, we are cooked. Fuck, why did... Yeah, Stalker at its core is about surviving in a hostile environment where everything wants to kill you. Yeah, got ya, got ya. I guess at least it sets a pretty clear precedent for what the ground rules are. You know what I mean? Like, there's no moral grey area. There's not like a Fallout system where it's like, hey, everything's radiated here, but guess what? I'm part of the NCR and I'm here to save you and your kids if we tax you your caps or something. What did the NCR do again? I can't remember. It's something like that. Did they tax people? I might have just pulled that out of my ass. But it was something like that. So for the playthrough, so the first ever game I streamed was Fallout New Vegas, funnily enough. We went with the robot victory. This is spoilers for Fallout New Vegas, by the way, so I won't go too much into it. But I helped the robots out. The guy with the wheelie robot. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. He's not Mr. Handy. What is he called? Something like that. There are factions as well. Oh, cool. Okay. I guess it makes more sense. In my head, I was thinking, like, is it like a, well, I think the music stopped. Jazz music stops. Yes, we're still here. YouTube was like, hey, you've been power washing for 2 hours. Are you sure you're still conscious? Yes, I am. Thank you. But yeah, no, that's cool. Is there like, is it a bit like Fallout where you have certain factions that are like, we are bloodthirsty, but we believe in blah blah blah, and then there's like the slightly more like, there's like another like, I guess like political charge behind another one, question mark? I don't know the best way to put it, but Caleb, welcome in. How you doing, dude? Hope you're having a good evening. Hope you had a good Halloween, my guy. Have you been? Oh no, Caleb, you were playing Vanguard, right? Or Veilguard even. I keep calling it Vanguard. I saw you playing Veilguard on Steam. How you doing? You liking it? It's not as established as Fallout's Wasteland though. It feels like very new territory being explored because of the anomalies. Gaia, okay, so it's like uninhabited. It's like it's Fallout if you just came out of the vault kind of vibe, as opposed to as if the explosion just happened. Oh fuck, we might have accidentally got the cauldron then. Whoops, we've sinned. Oh yeah, that's interesting though. I like that. If anything, it's a lot more. It's a much like rawer experience, right? If you've got less existing like entities that you're being thrown into. It's set pretty soon after. Got yeah, because with Fallout it's like hundreds of years sometimes, right? Or however long it is. They're either frozen or they're like generations down or whatever in the vault. It's been pretty good so far. Hell yeah. I very briefly watched Jesse Cox play a little bit on Twitch earlier. Very briefly, meaning for about 10 minutes, because I didn't want to spoil anything too much. But it looks very, very different to what I expected from future Dragon Age games. We were talking about this on stream the other day, funnily enough. So I probably won't reopen that topic, but I've only played Origins, so my knowledge of Dragon Age in general is a little bit limited, but everybody's been saying that Veilguard's been pretty good. It's like a return to form, so it's cool to hear. At least for BioWare it's a return to form, not for Dragon Age, but... You know what, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Oh shit. We just broke our legs in the process. But yeah, I'd be down to try a Stalker game. Are they particularly long games, Dave? Is that something I need to invest a lot of time into, or are they relatively short compared to something like Fallout? I feel like Fallout is probably my best like guide focal. Yeah, they're pretty long. I haven't completed one. Got ya. Are we down to try that? Are we down to try one of them? I think they're on Steam, right? At least some of them are probably on Steam, for sure. They are, hell yeah. I've got GOG as well, so I'm very happy to get some stuff on GOG if need to be. Oh my god, so my new obsession. So, firstly, I need to blame Caleb for this while he's here. My new obsession is the Pokemon trading card app. Or what's it called? The Pokemon trading card game Pocket Edition or whatever it's called. It's like a mobile version of like basically pack opening and like playing the Pokemon trading card game. There are microtransactions, but you don't have to do them. There's like a daily pack that you can unbox, but it'll undo. It's honestly pretty good. I've been umming and ahhing about I know, I'm sorry that it was an accident. It was a happy little act. Bob Ross beat the devil out of it while I wasn't looking. Alright. I'm sorry, Juskill, I'm sorry. He got it. It scratches the cards pack opening it, or cards pack opening it. Yeah, for sure. There's something about it. it definitely hits the dopamine, right? It hits the right kind of like card unboxing dopamine. And as a ex-Hearthstone, not very good Hearthstone player, but as an ex-Hearthstone player, yeah, it feels pretty good to unpack things. Feels pretty good. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. I wonder if Game Freak, because I know Game Freak had the big, like data leak recently, didn't they? Like the Pokemon company did. I'm pretty sure they did at least. Part of me is now wondering, like, do you think this is like a way of them being like, oh no, don't worry, we're the good guys. We're gonna give this to you for essentially free. You guys can now just do this. But I don't know, I feel like they also know that people are gonna put a heckin' ton of money into this as well on the side, right? Golden common. Let's go. The various sus Pokemon lore, let's go. What's the most sus Pokemon? I know that we're jumping between topics very quickly at the moment, by the way, so... But what is the most sus bit of Pokemon lore? I feel like Mr. Mime has to be pretty bad, right? Isn't Mr. Mime just like... Isn't he just a dude? Whoa! Golden Legendary! Geodude. Oh yeah, you know what? Or Machoke. Any of the Pokemon that look semi-buff, I'm curious at what the vibe is, you know what I mean? Apparently it's Typhlosion, okay. He had a child with a human. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean he had a child with a human? What? Is that... Listen, Listen, okay, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. You've really done it now, John Pokemon? That's it. John Pokemon, I have written you this strongly worded letter. Please answer me these riddles 3. There's one of the lore drops in the data leak. That's yikes. How did that even get written anywhere? Like, somebody in the writing room was like, I'm gonna see how like yikes I can make this before I get told off. It's that, or somebody in high management was like, you know what? People are already making very sus art of Gardevoir, we might as well just play into it and see what they think. And then some executive somewhere's been like, what are you doing? Like, this is a Pokemon. Like, this thing's essentially an animal. One that I'm pretty sure was scratched. I was gonna say, there's no way that's like legit, but it's still pretty cursed lore, right? It's still pretty cursed. Okay, we're 66% through. Oh. Okay, we're getting there. Oh fuck, there's this bit still to do. Fuck my life. Okay. I see, got you. So it's got some cultural relevance, but it just doesn't translate well to Pokemon, right? I feel like that's a lot of the things the Pokemon company do. 9 times out of 10. In Japan, maybe. In the rest of the world, maybe not. That concludes the message from the Pokemon company. Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit. It's hard to explain. If you want to understand, you're gonna have to deep dive, okay, or watch a YouTube video about it. Honestly, that sounds like a good time. I feel like I don't know. I honestly, when the Game Freak or the Pokemon Company data leak happened, I tried to avoid it because in my head I was like, well, this might just spoil my perception of certain Pokemon stuff now. You know, I know from one standpoint, it's really interesting to see their thought process, but from the other side, it's like, well, this could be a game that comes out in a few years, and if I know about it, I'm not gonna be hyped about it anymore. Or I'm really worried. Did Pokemon ever talk about NFTs at any point? That's the other thing I'm very, very scared about. Is I feel like Pokemon NFTs would be I don't know. I feel like that would be the starting point of people just actually buying into NFTs if Pokemon did it. I don't know why, but I feel like as soon as you get something like that involved, people would start to do it. And then after that, it just becomes this perpetual chain of, well, NFTs are now a thing because an executive managed to convince the Pokemon company to do it. I don't know, maybe I'm being very paranoid with that, but fuck NFTs, honestly. Well, as you said, shit, I got a pop-up ad for a toilet brush. Let's go, it knows, it's listening. John Toilet Brush was listening. Oh, this is so finicky to clean, I swear. Right. 5 minutes until the next pack. But yeah, if anybody's interested, it's a free app. What's it actually called, Caleb? It's well, I've got it open on my phone right now. That shows how addicted I am. It's called Pokemon TCGP app. Cool. Good stuff. I'm obviously only advocating the version that's actually made by Game Freak. People might be trying to capitalize, so be careful out there. Pretty sure it's just called the Pokemon Trading Card Game app. I think it's come up as an abbreviated thing for me for some reason. I don't know why. I'm an Android scrublo, so that might be it. It could be something to do with that. PowerWorld, that's right, it's PowerWorld. Honestly, okay, I will say something. I think I talked about PowerWorld before on stream. I didn't hate it when I played it. I thought it was actually alright. I think they need to add a lot to the game, but it's not bad. But I do think it's stupid that Nintendo are trying to sue. Or at least the Pokemon company are trying to sue. I think that they're literally clutching at straws for things to sue them over. Oh, my game crashed. Oh my god, if my game crashes, it means I'm free from this nightmare, actually. Oh fuck, never mind. Shit. I got really hopeful for a second. I am having a good time, by the way. Just in case that wasn't clear. But yeah, but no, I feel like, honestly, Game Freak and Nintendo need someone to actually challenge them. in the Pokemon market at the moment, because okay, I love Pokemon, I genuinely do, but I feel like the last however many games just haven't really hit the mark for me. I think they've been a bit shit, and like, it's not even that they're terrible, it's just they're so nothing it hurts. They're just very, very like carbon copy game after carbon copy Pokemon game at this point for me, and it's getting a bit tiring. And I don't absolutely hate them. Like, Sword wasn't the worst game I've ever played, but Sword definitely could have been better. And I've not even played whatever the new Violet and Scarlet. I've got it. I played it for like an hour and I've not even touched it up since then. Like, I've barely touched it. So again, you can go vote for it on our spreadsheet if you want to. But yeah, I kind of want Palworld to start challenging them a bit more, to actually put effort into it again, because it's, I don't know, I feel like considering how much money the Pokemon Company get, stuff they've been putting out isn't exactly what people are looking for. I don't know. That could also be a very short-minded approach, narrow-minded approach. I don't know, but I'm as a fan of Pokemon, I do like to see competition and challenge to make the things that I love better. And that's the big argument going around with the PlayStation thing at the moment, right? Where PlayStation have got no exclusives at the moment, purely because they just put all of their like competing games on Steam now. And also, the PS5 has not produced a single... It's made, like, 1 or 2, like, unique games for the system. Everything else has either been ported, is a remaster or a remake. Other than, like, Astro Bot, and maybe, like, Returnal, and a handful of other titles. Maybe Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for the time being, but that's definitely coming to Steam eventually. But yeah, I don't know. It's it's a weird one. Anyway, welcome back to Dave Rants, by the way. Sorry for just ranting on. You're gonna go to bed? Have a good night. No worries at all, Caleb. Take care, dude. Have a good evening. Thank you for stopping in, and yeah, good luck with your card packs and your unboxings. And I hope you continue to enjoy Dragon Age 2. Take it easy. Okay, this is still heckin' messy, but I think we'll be alright. You know what? I think we're actually gonna do it under 4 hours this time. I need to stop saying this before we're actually close to ending it. Because something will come up to shoot me in the foot. Something will happen. Oh, Ranger, welcome in. You're on the bus back from the ghost hunt. How did it go? Did you get got? Did you find any ghosts, dude? Also, happy Halloween. Hope you had a good day, mate. Everything's been all good. Very spooky. My legs during the first call just started shaking. So someone was rocking me, rocking me, and then I saw a black shadow hiding in the seats a while ago. Yeah, that's yikes. I don't like that. They were lurking, dude. They were waiting. No, I'm not about that. That's I would be out. I would be out. I think the leg shaking thing, I'd be like, okay, that's a circumstance. But if I actually saw something, I'd be like, oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm leaving now. Goodbye. That's it. Listen, I don't trust my. I don't trust a lot of things. But if I see a figure that looks like creepy on Halloween and I'm at a ghost hunt, I'm definitely running away. Without a shadow of a doubt. Herb house, you say? I wonder what fine herbs been growing. There's some old Toby in there. Some old Toby. Gonna smoke some old Toby. Human beings are scarier than any Halloween, which is true, actually. That's very true. Looks like it was hiding and ducking, huh? Yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm not a fan of that. I know we're just getting various variations of Mario music now. %, let's go. I know, right? We're getting there. I did hear heavy breathing at the back of the stage. Oh my god. Yeah, I think the thing, I've said it before, but like the big thing for me with ghost hunting is like I'm very much in the mindset of I don't know if I believe it, but I'm very happy to entertain the idea of it. You know what I mean? And I think, like, even the smallest coincidence, like the fact it's Halloween or something, or if it was, like, dark, I think that would be enough to, like, make me jump and scare me. But yeah. Fuck. The last 5% is going to be longer than the 95 before it. Oh my god. The 95% is all of the first disc, and then the 5% is disc 2 and 3 combined. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. It's literally going to be like Christmas all over again. David's going to be doing this at 4 AM like Christmas, yeah. Fuck, Jess told me this would happen. I didn't listen. Everyone remembers Christmas. It was traumatic. The traumatic Christmas Day experience. Everyone wakes up at Christmas morning. They're all getting excited. They're like, oh, what's going on? I'm looking forward to having my Christmas. They check and Dave's still fucking streaming. What is he streaming, you ask? He's streaming the same fucking Christmas level. A PowerWash simulator. I'm fine though. I'm over it, clearly. I've never talked about it. Oh no! I think I just got the cauldron accidentally. Shit. Oh no, Juskill, I'm so sorry. I think I just obliterated the graffiti a little bit more. You're burning cauldron hell. Fuck, not again. Not again. Can't be going back to cauldron hell. I owe a guy like 20 quid from there. You have another go something on the 9th of November. Hell yeah. Do you have anything you're like gonna plan on doing a bit differently? Or like, you know, approach differently this next time? Or just roll with the vibe, see what's going on? No, I didn't know. I didn't know he had a friend called Ron. Smile? Am I rolling with it? Because there's about to be a cold Ron joke. It is, okay. Cold Ron, yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Then I've got the 23rd next month. And that's when you're bringing your friend to. Hell yeah. Oh no, this is all that's left of the cauldron. I'm so sorry, Jusk. Well, I'm gonna... Oh, Maria. Okay, they're gone. That was horrible. I'm sorry you had to listen to that. Put it out of its misery. It's gone. Gone. Damn, the Mario Kart music is slapping though. Isn't this from like Toad's Turnpike or something? It's a Toad map, I think. Okay. That cauldron had a family. I'll have you know, damn. All those pots and pans have been left without a father, listen. was their father called Ron? Smile? Smile? Stealing Ranger's joke? That makes it better, right? This place wasn't a house, it was a church. I should have known that. Or at least it's got like a church exterior. Oh god, I'm actually dreading trying to find the bits I've missed. That's actually the bit I'm terrified of. Yep, Bigus Dickus. I know he had a wife, you know. Oh my god, I'm actually dreading the last percentage of this. How are we doing for time? Blow your nose and seize them. Fuck yeah. Got that to clean as well, but we'll get through this first. I thought I saw something move then, it's the fucking lights over there, Jesus. Okay, cleaned. Oh my god, okay. We're nearly there, we're nearly at the 90% mark. And like I said, and like Justkill mentioned, that's when we insert disc 2 of 3. Interior DLC. This thing ends up having an interior, I'm actually gonna scream. I'm actually gonna scream. Plus a basement, oh no. What's this penis music playing? It's not bad, it's just it's a little bit penis musicy. Actual penis music, yeah. I love that term so much of the music that's like this. I don't know why. It's just, it tickles me every time I hear it. I think I'm just a child. I'm just a baby. I'm glad you, yeah, incorporated it into your daily vocab. Listen, it was a oh fuck, am I stuck? Okay, no, I'm fine. I was worried we were going to be stuck, and that would have been the spookiest part of all. Let's see if I get home before the level is finished. I have a bus and a taxi to get. Okay, right, the race is on. Race is on. Alright. Okay, well, I'm gonna try and find a... There's gotta be a speedy playlist or something we can put on. Oh yeah. Alright, this is one to fight gods to. It's this one. We did this one previously as well. Did you hear the actual penis music? I didn't actually. I heard it as a term that several people in chat have used. And I think I've heard other people use it in various other contexts as well. I haven't actually heard whatever the OG is. It really is penis music. Okay, I see. As in, it's played by a penal? No, okay. I don't know why my thought immediately went to, did somebody just play the keyboard with their dick or something? Sorry, that might be a bit graphic for anybody that's finds it uncomfortable. I'm very sorry. I would like you to forget the last 10 seconds happened. Redact it from your mind. Just feel like it's aptly named. Yeah, that's fair. So aptly named. This is just a body part. True. It is true. Right. Yeah, this thing isn't helping me much here. Fuck. Rotate. Why can't I put you here? Right, the race is on. We have to beat Ranger. Should there be a stake? I feel like there should be a stake for if I lose. It's more than just a body part. It is a type of music as well. One stream forfeit game. Oh no. We can't. Not during the month of November. Any other time of the year I will allow it. But not November. November is cleanup month. Yeah, didn't think of that. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I picked some fucking intense music. Go. Right, fuck. Get me up. Up. Oh my fucking god. Wait. Why not in November? So for November we're doing cleanup month. So cleanup month is going to be the games that we haven't finished yet. We're going to desperately try and finish so we can have a clean slate for next year. Baldur's Gate 3 is being put off till next year. Just because it's going to be... we have a whole act to go. Cleaning up the sheet, yeah. So Zelda we're going to try and beat. Mother 3 we're going to try and beat. Fuck, we've got all of this still to do. What other games are there? And Pokemon Snap was voted for, and Wallace and Gromit needs to be beaten as well. And Wallace and Gromit is basically a forfeit game on its own, so we've already got at least a forfeit game going. I don't know if you count it as one, but I do. Never have I been so stressed in my life. Oh god, okay. Fuck. Ladder. I'm hither. Fuck. What a fucking annoying thing to shoot at. Alright. Get me up. 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 Fuck. Okay. Shit. Why can't I get up? It is a VV hat, isn't it? It's a VV hat. Alright. Get it. Alright. Fuck, look at all the orange that's still here. Fucking hell. Right. Fuck it. Come on, we need to clean the castle. Come on. Jamie, take the cookie, Jamie, come on. It's meant to be Arnold. It's not a very good Arnie, but I'll take it. Ah, Jamie, you want to be Turbo Man action figure? When he doesn't want to be the Turbo Man action figure. He wants it, doesn't he? It's the fucking plot. Ah, Jamie, you want the Turbo Man? I'll do. That's enough Arnie for today. What am I missing? Oh fuck, have I got to get the chimney? Are you fucking kidding me? Give. I swear to god, I'm gonna beat someone up. I love Arnie's, honestly, Arnie's great. I love him. Just go. Yeah. Yeah, no, Arnie's great. Fuck, where was that? Is it all down here? Shit. Ah, you bastards, I found it. Oh my god. Bastard son. Ned Stark's bastard son. Fuck. Still got quite a bit to do, don't we? Fucking hell. That accent always amuses me. Ned Stark's bastard son. Okay. Oh, you cheeky little shits. Right. Oh fuck, the race is on. I'm actually feeling stressed now. This went from a very chill stream to I now need to beat Ranger for no reason. What's at stake? My ego? It's already non-existent. No, I don't know. Some days it's non-existent. Alright, need to get up there. Fuck. Right, up. Shit. Wake, get out. Get out of here. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay, we're at 95%. Oh no, I can already sense it. We're definitely going to be doing this till fucking 4 in the morning, aren't we? Fucking hell. Right, 97%. %98. This last 2% is going to be murder. Oh no, we got the fucking Smash Bros music as well. I'm about to beat up this fucking house. Really do. I do not know the words, but I know the motif. Alright, that's terrible. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that again. Alright. Fuck. This roof. We're gonna get there. Once this roof is done, I think we're actually in the money, honestly. Oh, big time. Fuck. What a fucking tune. Honestly, I still can't get over how good this Smash Bros tune is. Fuck. Alright. Desperate measures. We're in the last percent. Fuck, we're in the last percent. This is gonna be painful. This is gonna be absolutely painful. Alright, okay. Fuck. What's in the owl house? Okay, you know what? This is screwing me over. Right. It needs to be that way, because then I can face this and shoot off to the side with the... It should be easier. My bus journey is a long one as well. You might win this. Oh my god. Ranger, do you have a forfeit in mind? Preferably not a whole game, but is there a forfeit if I don't do this in time? Okay, the weather veil's done. Let chat pick. I'm not good at picking things. Oh, what do you guys think? What would be a good what would be a good forfeit? Do we have any takers? Webcam stream. Can I make a suggestion? As soon as it hits December, I have to drink Pilk live on camera. Thoughts? How do we feel about this? It is a while away. It's one I'd have to mentally prepare for, but Pilk, it's Pepsi and milk. There was a fake advert that went around a little while ago that had a celebrity in it. I've forgotten who it was, but she was basically like, promoting the idea of mixing Pepsi and milk and drinking it. It sounds disgusting. That's nasty. Listen, I'll do it. I'll do it for the bit, but only if I lose. That's how confident I am now. This is where I find that Ranger's baiting me. Ranger's like, oh, my bus is nowhere near home. And he's like sitting at home like... As soon as he gets close and thinks he's about to do it, I'm gonna tell him I'm home. I'm gonna tell him. I'm waiting for the betrayal. Yeah, it's a bad combo, right? Pepsi and milk is not good. Don't get me wrong, I like Pepsi. I really like Pepsi. Milk's pretty good. Milk's good with most things. Together, I'm still on the bus. I'm not that evil. How do we feel about Pilk, though? Thoughts? As a heads up, I am planning on Pilk being a potential forfeit for several Christmas-related things. So it's not the only time you'll hear about this cursed monstrosity, sadly. Banger alert. What's this from? It's Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Banger alert. Yeah, they do not. So this might be TMI. I hope this doesn't make anybody feel too ill. I tried out of curiosity because I had no idea what it would do. I tried Bailey's and Pepsi once, and that thing curdled very quickly. And I assume milk and Pepsi would do the exact same thing. I don't recommend Bailey's and Pepsi. It didn't work. It didn't work out. But I tried it, sheerly out of curiosity. This is where I find that everyone... I feel like the respect of me was already quite low, but I feel like this stream is probably... This might be the end. This might be where people stop watching. What's Bailey's anyway? Isn't it like... It's like, Oh, how do I describe it? I'm trying to find it like a... So it's like a... It's an Irish, like, cream liqueur kind of thing. It's like Irish whiskey. But it's like mixed with it's kind of it's like a liqueur drink that's like whiskey, so it's kind of it's like a liqueur, thank you. But it's kind of like it's milk adjacent. I don't know, it's kind of visually it looks a bit like colored milk, or it's like slightly colored milk, so it's not great. It's not great. Actually, no, what am I saying? I love, you know, for Christmas, Bailey's is my shit. I'm a big Bailey's advocate for Christmas. Flipping heck, you're on late. Listen, you should have been here for... Oh no, Jamie, you were here for like a good chunk of Silent Hill, weren't you? Jamie, we were on till like nearly 3. 3 in the morning. No wonder my sleep is fucked. Alright, no worries. He has another 2 hours to beat his record, so true. Oh my god, you were right, Just Kill. This last bit is gonna absolutely kill me. We do have a list of what what's left. So, Bogthery Door. Okay, well that's that done. Okay, it's alright. You're catching a bunch of the loose ends anyway, by the looks of it. Bogthery Door. That's the only door though, hello? Oh, door handle. There's a different door handle, so I'll take it. Pumpkin Shed still has stuff that we haven't done, noted. Okay. Oh, this is it. Okay. Door. Okay. Clinking, clinking, clean. Hooks. The hooks, my boy. They grab you by the britches. Bring you way up higher. And higher. Okay, right. The light. Lights. Okay. Conservatory frame, okay. Wait, how many have we got left? One. We've only got 12 left. I've actually done pretty well. Okay. Conservatory frame. Oh, windows, okay. Okay, that's that one done. Oh shit, okay. It'll be like 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, I've got 10 to 15 minutes to beat this, otherwise I have to drink pilk. Fuck. Alright, herb house window. Where? Where's the problem? Ah. Okay. Alright. Damn, it's close then. It's really close. Okay. House on roof ridges. What the fuck is that? Okay. Still haven't done that. Okay. Okay. Got some Vimto. It's alright. It's not bad. House Eve. What the hell is an Eve? Jamie, just in case you're wondering, by the way, we're racing Ranger home right now. Ranger's like 10 minutes away in the taxi. If I beat this level before he gets back, I don't have to drink pilk on stream. If I don't beat the level by the time he's back, then I have to drink it for Christmas. Shit. Fuck. House Eves. What the fuck's an Eve? What the fuck's an Eve? Okay. Eves. What the hell is this? What's an Eve? Fuck. What's an Eve? Show me. Show me. Eves. What is it? Oh, it's these fucking things. Okay. Sure. Okay, I can find these. Wait, that's all of them, isn't it? No, one more. Where? How many, more? Where? Shit. Where was it? It was here, wasn't it? Okay. Right. House pillars. Oh, fucking hell, what are the pillars? Stuff like this, isn't it? Right, okay. Oh my god, this is close. I don't like it. I'm really stressed. Okay. House side door handle. House side door handle. Huh? Ah. Oh my god, we got the mini list. Okay, pumpkin shed door handle. We got the mini. We might do it. Oh my god. Okay. Small trims. What the fuck is a small trim? House small trim. Right, rear turret frame. Front turret. Fuck, it's up there somewhere. Rear turret. Okay. House small trims. What the fuck are the small trims? Oh fuck. I don't know what the trims are. Isn't that a generic term? I think so, but it's in the context. I'm also panicking. Trim around the edge. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. Edge of the roof. Trim. Edge of the roof. Oh yeah, maybe. That's the ridge is here. Pog Mother 3 music. It's all trim. Where was it? It was fucking one of yours, I saw it. Where is it? Okay, it's okay, we found it. Oh my god, we did it. We beat Ranger. Oh my god, I don't have to do it. Thank God. And we kept. It's 3 hours. It's not quite as long as last time, but still. No pilk. No, I did it. We beat Ranger home. Unfollowed. I know. How there. We did it. Oh my god, we actually did it. Oh my god. Okay. Crazy. I didn't think we were gonna do it, but we did it. Okay, I can zone out now. I'm good. I'm good. We will now sit here and wait for Ranger to return. Damn, it was close though. He nearly finished his bus journey. Alright, well, that's it. That's it for the Halloween Craptacular. We're done. We're done. Final thoughts are my usual final thoughts upon beating a PowerWash level. Fuck my life, did that take 3 hours? Apart from that, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Yeah. You know what, I need to go, it's very late. I need to go. We got it. Yeah, we got it. We got it in time. Just as evidence, we got it. We did it. We beat Ranger back. Only just, but we did it. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna wrap up for now. But thank you so much for everyone that's been a part of the Halloween Craptacular this year, or watched it, or been in any way, shape, or form. Just, yeah, thank you for being here. I'm very tired. It's very late. Fuck my life. And yeah, I'm gonna be... I don't know what's gonna be happening tomorrow yet, but I might do a cheeky bonus stream, maybe. And the bonus stream will probably be... maybe web fishing. We might do something like web fishing. Keep it chill. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Anyway. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to end it. I would wait for Ranger, but I'm really tired. You ever do GeoGuessr? So I haven't. I wouldn't be very good at it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I don't think it's something I'd be particularly good at. I know that's where some of the content comes from, is me not being good at it. But, yeah, my geography is terrible. Like, genuinely garbage. I don't know, I maybe give it a go. I feel like I'd be really good at like a game equivalent of GeoGuessr. Like something that was more like game orientated. There is one now? Hell yeah, okay, well, that's the sort of thing I'd be down for. I'd be down to do that. There's Lost Gamer, which is like game maps. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, that could work. Oh, like Battle Royale mode. Yeah, I've seen that before, I think. That rings a bell. It's been a hot minute since I watched people. That's alright, it's all good, Jamie. It's all good. Yeah, no, I think I would be down to at least do it once. But yeah, I'll build up to it. I'll build up to a stream like that. Let me have a look, see. Have a quick look and see. Oh, I can pick a game. Okay, I can do... Oh, I can do Tis the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Damn it, Elos. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did he make it back okay, Ranger? Did I miss your response? So I'm checking out... You're in the taxi now. Okay, got you, Ranger. Got you. I'm gonna wrap up in a sec, Ranger, but thank you for being about, buddy, and make it home safe, yeah? Before we do, though... Here it is. So yeah, we've got this. This is Lost Gamer. I'm not gonna do a full round of this. I'm just gonna very quickly check it out. But oh, this is cool. It shows me where I am in Breath of the Wild. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna guess I'm like. Fuck, that's kind of difficult. This is a map you know well. I should know it well. I like Breath of the Wild, but I don't know if I recognise this. I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom at the moment as well, so the map is ever so slightly different to the Breath of the Wild one. So... I can go like directions, can't I know? I only know GTA from this list. What else is over here? Ah, that might be a big hint for where we are actually. I think we might be somewhere like in this gap here. It's quite like plateauy. Let's go like this way. I'll only do one round of this to see how close I am. Yeah, it's all wilderness. Yeah. Okay, so we've got like a thing going down here. It leads into sand. Okay, that's a good hint. So I reckon in that case, if it's just sand, I reckon we're somewhere down here. Based on that. Oh, I don't know though. Fuck it, I'm gonna say we're like... I'm gonna say we're here. Other side of the map. Didn't even fucking know. Says Zelda's his favourite game. Completely wrong. Completely wrong. I had no idea. I was going off the scenery. Okay, there's sand up there. The more you know. The more you know. The more you know. Alright, well I'm only going to do that one. But that's good though. I think I would actually be down to do like a stream of that sort of thing. Or at least like a little segment of a stream doing that sort of thing, Jamie, for sure. Actual GeoGuessr I really do suck at. I feel like I'm going to be embarrassingly bad at GeoGuessr. But yeah. I'll think about it. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. It's super late, guys, so I need to peace out. But thank you so much for being here and for watching. Thank you, Ranger. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Justkill. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, anybody else that's popped by and liked today. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. But I will be back potentially tomorrow. I don't know yet. If not, I'll be back on Sunday for some more Wallace and Gromit. Curse of the Were-Rabbit, the never-ending torture game. But yeah, have a good one, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Take it easy. Bye-bye.